What is up, you guys? Come here and bring you guys once again another video, and this is just going to be somewhat of a tutorial type video because my mom and her friend have a business called Trendy Things. It's a Facebook Live thing. It's all about jewelry and all that, and I'm trying to get them to make a YouTube channel and do live streams on Facebook and YouTube. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm going to be doing a tutorial of how to live stream on YouTube pretty much, because as you guys may know, I do a lot of streaming on YouTube. So we're going to teach them how to do it today. So YouTube streaming is somewhat different from Facebook streaming. So Facebook streaming, you're able to comment with your followers at the same time as you're live streaming. But for YouTube, it's a completely different story. So if you live stream off of computer, PC, one of those two, you basically have to have another device with you to watch the comments, and you can comment there and all that. Another thing that's different from Facebook and YouTube is for YouTube you could have an admin monitoring your channel so that you can make sure nobody's cursing or anything like that if you're that kind of channel. So yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the tutorial right here. So first things first, making the channel and all that, you have to have the channel and all that, and you have to have, I think you have to have a certain amount of views or something to start streaming. But to get to where live streaming, the settings for all that is you'll click up here in the channel icon, you'll go to Creator Studio, then you'll search until you see live stream, which is over here right on the left side. Alright, as soon as you click on it, there will be basically this whole page. So first things first, the thumbnail. So this is basically what they'll see every time you go live. This is the first thing they'll see it and then click on it. So this is how you know that they're live streaming or not. So this is mine. It's pretty basic. It just says my channel name, what the whole abbreviation is for it, and then it just says subscribe today, so it's nothing too much. Now over here on the right side, we basically have the super chat. So basically what the super chat is how you connect with your subscribers. And if you have another computer with you, like a laptop next to you while you're recording, then you're able to talk to them in this general area right here. So you're able to say anything, you're able to use emojis, and pretty much up here, this is basically like the live chat, and then this is the top messages. So I don't know why mine's on top chat, but now it's on live chat. Now, this is a kind of weird part. So if people are automatically saying the same thing over and over again, like say if it's like one of those things that if somebody's trying to promote something that could potentially cause viruses, you want to have automatically block spam messages, which also right here is one of the other things too. It automatically blocks bad words and all that, and I don't have that set up yet. I need to get it set it up, but at the moment whenever I go live I have somebody watching over it for me, so that if somebody curses they'll block it out for me or ban the person from that stream. Now, the analytics over here, this is where you see like how many people are watching, how many people are messaging on it, and how many people are actually watching at the moment. Now, stream health is basically how good your stream is doing compared to old streams and all that. So, right here, this is where you name your live stream, so right as soon as you go live, people will see that. This is where you have like information like links to your channel, links to different social medias and all that. And another thing that you can put there is the link to merchandise and all that, which I don't do that because I don't want to. All I have right here is subscribing to my channel, my outro song, which is linked to the other person's channel, and one of the top videos on my channel at the moment. Down here, you're able to schedule your stream, but I don't ever do that because they're never scheduled. But down here where you have category and all that, you have film and animation, autos and vehicles, music, pets and animals, sports related things, travel and events. Right now, since my channel is gaming, I do gaming. People and blogs, there's comedy, entertainment, news and politics, how to and style, education, science and technology, nonprofits and activism. So for my mother and her friends little business, they basically could put under people and blogs technically, but they could also put it to how to and style. I mean, either which way they could go, which way they want to, but for me, I'm gaming. Now right here is basically where you put in, like if you're a gaming channel, you could put the game title that you're live streaming. So for me, what I've been doing recently is Thimbleweed Park, because I have changed this channel somewhat into a walkthrough channel for a while now. But anyway, the privacy. So there's unlisted, private, and public. Now, I'm not 100% sure what unlisted is. I've never used it. But private is if you go private and you only want certain people to see it. Public is just everyone can see it. Now, over here are some more stream options. Now, enable DVR is always enabled for any channel. Meaning that, like, man, how do I say it? I'm not 100% sure how to explain it, but people are able to watch it even after 4 hours of you live streaming it. Now, stream optimizations, I've never actually messed with these. I've never actually looked at these type of options. So, normal latency is basically for high quality viewers, meaning that your video is a lot better, more quality going into it and all that. But some of the cards, now cards basically what they are you could add different videos in playlists. If you want people to see that, they pop up in a duration of the video. There's donation offers if you guys want people to donate. There's polls if you want to make a poll and people can vote on it to like decide something. It's like with their business, basically what they could do with that is if they want them to throw a certain party, but they have two different options in mind, they could put those two options next to each other. People could vote on it. Now, the link to an approved website. Basically, what that means is if they have a website, which they do, they could add it into the live stream. So it'll be setting up somewhere specifically in the live stream so that people will be able to go view it. And yeah, now the channel option right here is to promote another channel. So like if you have a friend who has a channel, then they could put it in there so that anybody that wants to, they could go click on it and they could subscribe to them. So, next thing's next. Now this is the most important part. Well, down here. I'll start with this part right here. So these are all different options on where you can share your YouTube live. So Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and just more options. But the three that most people use are these three right here. For me, I do the Twitter ones. I don't really ever share it on Facebook. But since they also go live on Facebook, this is one that they might want to use it since they go live. So, now, back to the encoder setups and all that. So, the server URL is basically what the link is to the live. But the stream key, now this is the most important part. I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want people randomly uploading different lives to my channel. But one thing that I use a lot is I use OBS to live stream. Now, since they do jewelry and all that, basically what they do, they have a side-by-side of both of them. And basically what the best option in my opinion is, it could be Skype. So I mean, if they were to use Skype, they would need to have both of their faces set up. So to set that all up, you would go to window capture and you would click on the window that you want to have it selected at. So at this point would be Skype. So when they Skype each other, they'll be next to each other. Now, video capture is basically just recording whatever like is on the screen at the moment. Like this is face cam pretty much. Now you guys know what my face continues to look like. I'm turning this on real quick because I haven't gotten to use it too much. But this is basically the face cam part. So you don't have to use it if you do not want to use it, but if they wanted to, this is how they do face cam if they were doing a solo live. So yeah, that's the easy part right there for face cam. Now display capture is basically showing like if they want to crop out certain parts of the video, which they don't really need to. Now over here, now this is more advanced, like if they want to have like a mic or anything like that, but you don't really need it to be advanced. So for me, I'm at the moment using QuickTime Player because I don't want to use OBS to record this at the moment. But basically what they can do here is they add this and they could add it because it will just be a certain option, or they could go to settings. But if they were to go to settings, go to audio, and then right there, mic auxiliary audio device. Now this will be the only one that you want to set up unless you have multiple things, which I don't suggest because it makes an echoing noise. But that's how they would edit it. I have the codec microphone set up at the moment for it. But another thing that they would need to worry about is the streaming thing. So this is where the stream code and everything else comes in handy. So right there for stream type, you just want to have streaming services. It doesn't matter which one you use. I prefer streaming services. I mean, you can change it to a custom one, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. Now, there are multiple different services that they can use. Like, you could live it from Twitter. You could do Restream. You could do Facebook, which the Facebook one doesn't really work. It's probably a compatibility issue. But, in my opinion, if since you're doing YouTube Live, clearly you want to do YouTube Gaming. So that's the one that I use. Now, server, now you could do either of these. I do primary because that's what I like to do. Now, this is where the stream key comes in handy. So, I'm going to delete that one and then I'll copy and paste it back. But when you go back to YouTube, let me find Safari. When you go back to YouTube, basically what you do is you copy and paste it, Command C, and then you will go back to OBS, blah, 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 after all that. And you can re-add it, Command V, boom, it's there. Press enter and you're done with that. Now, going into all the Skype stuff. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky-ish. So, you could either set up the microphone inside of OBS, or you could set it up with your Skype and all that. And the way you do it with Skype after you sign up and all that with your phone number and all that, you would go exactly to here, go to audio and video settings. You would go to microphone, now right here. You would click on built-in microphone and you would click the microphone that you want to use. Now for speakers, this depends on who you're talking to. Now basically this is how this one would work. This is how loud they talk. So if you want them to be super quiet, like say if they were about to say something that you don't want them to say, you could quickly come in here and do that, or you could just mute the video as fast as you can. But if you're talking to certain people, use around 7 to 9 if you're doing live streams and all that with different types of people. Now you can test the audio so you could hear what you sound like and what your counterpartner will sound like. And this is just the camera for FaceTime, so this is what they'll see when they're Skyping you. This is what you see if I were to do a face cam right now in this area, which I'm not going to. But yeah, that's basically how that all works. And basically what you do is you would call them, they would answer, you would go to OBS, click on window capture, double click it, click on window, click where it says Skype, press OK, and then you're ready to start streaming. So yeah, that was just a little example of how to do YouTube streaming for my mom and her friend for their business. But yeah, this is just a little example. You guys can do whatever you want with this. If you want, hopefully this helped you guys. Now, this is my first video back from a long time of not uploading. And I think it's a good time for me to tell you guys that I am going to be uploading very soon. I might make a new channel based off of actual gaming. I might keep this as a walkthrough channel. You guys can let me know what you guys think I should do. And anyway, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I hope it was helpful in any which way possible. And if you guys liked it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.